Hello and welcome to a new Rush Hour episode of Trains App, and the first one for 2025. And today we're at Milton Keynes Central on the West Coast Mainline, where you'll be seeing services from Avanti West Coast, London Northwestern Railway, and with any luck, some freight as well. There is 350-267 with one of our classmates, getting ready to work the 1627 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston, and over there, I think that is the 1625 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly, but I will have to get that one double checked. It's a very cold evening here. Now, at the time of filming this, it's about 4 degrees. There's a bit of a breeze in the air, so that wind chill is taking it down to probably knocking on the door of about freezing. So, good times, good times. So, with that all being said and done, let us see what shall turn up. Okay, then about ready to depart now should be the 1627 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. Three 350-127 brings up the rear. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. 390046, and then incoming is the late running 1627 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston, worked by... Yes, we know. Jolly good. What I was going to say was, worked by one of the incredibly squeaky 807 units, the number of which I shall get when she leaves. Okay, then about ready to depart now is going to be the late running 1627 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Whenever you're ready. There we go. Worked by 807008, and there's a flat wheel on there already. Excellent. Okay, departing now is the 1635 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, being led by a well-weathered 350-265. There goes 390049 and 350402. The 390 was working Avanti West Coast service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, and I can smell the brakes on the 390. Cool, that smells good. And incoming now is the 1638 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, worked by 350126. And 350404.
stand back.
Okay, the next train to roll through is a West Midlands Railway Class 730, 730-021.
Please hold on to pushchairs, wheelchairs, and your belongings. Smoking is not allowed anywhere at this station.
And that is running light from Soho to Bletchley.
This includes e-cigarettes and vapes. Thank you.
And the next train to disturb the peace is going to be 39126, and the Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And then the next train to pass by is another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. And that is worked by 390-129. Okay, the next train to pass by is another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Glasgow Central to London Euston. And that is worked by 390-123. Okay, and immediately following on from that, we're going to have another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino passing by, going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. 390-117. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a terminating London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston. (350-248) leading. With 235 bringing up the rear. Lovely. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1649 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston. That front light being incredibly bright from 350-373. Apparently its destination is 901649. Excellent. An inspired destination for many. Okay, then about ready to depart now is going to be the 1649 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. And 350-252 bringing up the rear. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1652 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street.
Staff may approach you if you are not in a position of safety. Thank you.
Well, by 805013.
Platform 4 is the 1655 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at London Euston. This train is formed of 11 carriages. Platform 4 for the 1655 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
Very nice. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1655 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston as the Birmingham bound 805 disappears.
Train on platform number 4 is the 1655 Avanti West Coast service calling out London Euston only.
and this is worked by 390 134. Lovely. Okay then, about ready to depart now is going to be the 1655 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
To plan engineering work on Monday the 17th February. Services
As also taking off at the same time is the 1657 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston.
Rail replacement buses will operate between Milton Keynes Central and Northampton to complete the services until 12:40 a.m.
Then you've got incoming the 1658 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Northampton. This 390 is City of Carlisle. And 350 115 has the honours for the Northampton service. Okay, the next train to pass by is another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino bound for Glasgow Central. 390 124, nice spark from the pantograph there, as the 1658 London Northwestern Railway service to Northampton departs. Okay, the next train to pass through is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly.
Staff may approach you if you are not in a position of safety. Thank you.
And it is Allison 390 115. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1708 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Leading the way is 350 407.
Or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it. Say it. Shortly.
With 350 116 bringing up the rear. Okay, and now departing is the 1705 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, with 350 125 leading the way.
Wheelchairs and your belongings.
And 350 239 on the rear. Then, if I bring your attention down yonder, we're going to have passing through (805 005) and 805 004 working in an Avanti West Coast service from Crewe to London Euston. Okay, the next train to pass by, coming through 3 minutes late, is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Glasgow Central to London Euston. It's a 391. Beyond that, couldn't tell you anything. It's now going to get to that stage where trains heading north for Avanti, I can get the numbers, but heading south, going to be a bit of a challenge. Okay, the next train's passed through 3 minutes late is going to be another Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley. Worked by 390 157. Okay, the next train to pass through will be another Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino running from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Ooh, that's Royal Scot. Was that 390044? I think it is. I'm going to convince myself that it is, but knowing me, I'm probably wrong. Yes, I could check real-time trains before I get the comments popped up, but where's the fun in that? I'm an old-school train spotter. I prefer just trying to get the numbers as best I can. You know. Anywho, back over this way. Yes, shut up. Yes, we know. Right, incoming now is a terminating London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston, being operated by 350-403. And 350-406 brings up the rear. Complete former Transpennine rake. Lovely. Right, and we move over this way to find incoming, I believe, the 1715 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street, worked by 390-008.
The next train at platform 4 is the 1717 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Watford Junction.
Okay, our first freight train of the evening should be a GB container train going from Birch Coppice to London Gateway, but we'll soon find out. 66769 Prostate Cancer UK. Nearly fully loaded.
Be aware that fast trains come through this station regularly.
Okay, coming in 2 minutes late is the 1717 Avanti West Coast service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Worked by, I believe it's an 805. Do an about turn to find incoming the 1719 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe, interestingly utilising platform 5. Squeaky brake time from the 805. Ooh, really squeaky brake time. Wouldn't fancy hearing that in a tunnel or an enclosed station. That would be horrible. Right then, so leading this is 350-237. Enjoy these while they last. With 350-119 bringing up the rear. Okay then, about ready to depart now is going to be the late running 1717 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. As the 1719 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe is also about ready to head away. I totally didn't jump. But thank you very much from the driver of 807004. Okay, the next train to arrive is the 1724 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. And is worked by 390-013. Okay then, getting ready to depart now is going to be the 1727 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston.
Platform 4 for the 1727 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
I love the sound of them thundering over the boys.
Plan engineering.
Okay, the next train to depart, running 2 minutes late, is going to be the 1727 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Doors are locked. Guard given the right of way. Guard gets in. He will do the business, alert the driver, and everyone's a winner. In your own time. There we go. (807-007). Exceptionally clean unit.
Smoking is not allowed anywhere.
Okay, the next freight train to pass through should be worked by a Freightliner 66 going from London Gateway to Garston. 413. Oh, 99.9% loaded. Okay, the next train to pass through should be an Avanti Evero unit running from London Euston to Holyhead.
So that you are not near the platform edge. Staff may approach you if you are not in a position to speak.
805-007. They are so sleek, aren't they? Okay, the next train to the departure is going to be the 1735 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, being led by 350-112.
Please stand back. The train now approaching platform 4 does not stop here. Please hold on to pushchairs, wheelchairs, and your belongings.
And 350-110 on the rear. Then we've got a Pendolino and an Evero passing through. That's 807-003 with an Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Blackpool North. The Pendolino was running from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Okay, the next train to pass by is another Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. As worked by 390-011. And then if I do an about turn, we should find incoming the 1738 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, being led by 350-370. With 350-250 bringing up the rear.
Stand back.
Oh.
The train now approaching.
There goes 350-115 working ECS from Northampton to Bletchley Carriage Sidings.
Wheelchairs and your belongings.
Okay, the next train to pass through is another Avanti West Coast 390 Penzolino running from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And into the darkness she goes. Okay, the next train to emerge from the darkness is a 390 Penzolino, courtesy of Avanti West Coast, going from, thank you, London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. Worked by 390-114. Okay, then the next train to pass through is another Avanti West Coast 390 Penzolino, running from Glasgow Central to London Euston. And she's breaking the sound barrier. And that is worked by 390-125. Okay, coming in now is a terminating London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston, utilising the West Midlands Railway 730s. 730-005 leading. And 730-040 bringing up the rear.
Please be aware that fast trains come through this station regularly.
Et voila. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1749 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston, worked by the traditional pair of Class 350 EMUs. So, leading the way with the brightest front light I've ever seen, looks like it's going to be a 352 from what I can see, and it is 350-246. The rear unit I shall get upon her departure. Okay, the next freight train to pass by will be a Freightliner 66 going from Felixstowe North to Lawley Street. '66 525. Didn't think it was going to end. As now it's parting, it's the 1749 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. On the rear is 350-234. As also coming in is the 1752 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Crewe. And that is worked by a whaling 390-170. There are a few people on board. Next calling point for this service will be Rugby. You see the dirt accumulated on the roof from where the pantographs sit. It just proves how much dirt those pantographs remove from the overhead wires. Okay then, about ready to depart now. It's going to be the 1752 Avanti West Coast service to Crewe. There we go. Lovely. Right, now I think, let's wander over this way. Did I see a set of headlights? Not for a while. Okay, the next freight train to pass through will be GBRF 66 going from Ditton O'Connor GBRF to Felixstowe North. A very dirty 66729. As pulling in alongside me is 39128 with a 1755 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Okay then, about ready to depart is going to be the 1755 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. City of Preston. Okay then, about ready to depart now is going to be the 1757 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. As incoming is the 1758 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Northampton, being led by 35256. .35401 is on the rear of the Northampton service. Okay then, about ready to depart now is going to be the 1758 London Northwestern Railway service to Northampton. Okay, the next train to disturb the peace will be another Avanti 390 running from London Euston, as if it's going to be anywhere else, to Glasgow Central. And that is worked by 390-148. Okie dokie, the next train to pass through is, I'm going to let you think about it. No, not that one. No, not that one either. Did you give in? Oh, alright then. It's a 390, thank you very much, courtesy of Avanti West Coast. 390049 working a service from London Euston to the wonderful city of Manchester. Okay, the next train to emerge from the darkness is going to be from Avanti West Coast. It's going to be a Pendolino. Do you want to know where it's come from? You do, don't you? Well, if you didn't, I'm going to tell you anyway. It's from Birmingham New Street and it's running to London Euston. As you probably just saw the top end of the 1805 London Northwestern Railway service. Oh, and that was Railway 200, which I think is 390016. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1808 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, worked by a pair of Class 350 EMUs. Leading proceedings is 350249. With 350102 bringing up the rear.
Smoking is not allowed anywhere at this station or on trains. This includes e-cigarettes and vapes. Thank you.
Okay, the next train to depart is going to be the 1805 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Leading the way is former Transpennine 350409. With 350101 bringing up the rear. Okay, the next set of headlights belong to a Class 390 Pendolino, courtesy of Avanti West Coast, working a service from London Euston to Glasgow Central. (390-136) really not hanging about. As away goes the 1808 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Okay, as the station gets progressively quieter, we have a two-tone from a Class 390 Pendolino, courtesy of Avanti West Coast, going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And I believe that was 390-132. Okay, the next freight train to pass by is going to be a DB Cargo UK Class 66, going from Trafford Park Euro Terminal to London Gateway DB Cargo. Maritime 1, 66005. Oh, I can smell the brakes on that. Cool, she's hitting those brakes hard. Blimey. Okay, as the smell of the container train's brakes still linger in the air, we have incoming a terminating London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston, worked by a pair of Class 350s. Leading the way is 350-241. Almost completely empty, with 350-376 bringing up the rear. Marvellous. Okie dokie, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1815 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. 66005 has come to what looks like a stop down in the distance. I can still see the flickering lights of the rear lamp on that container train, so something's happened. And this is words by 807008. Gliding in elegantly. The livery does suit the body shells of these Hitachi units. I'd probably say that it's Transpennine followed by Avanti West Coast. And maybe one day we won't have squeaky brake time. Okay, the next train to arrive, coming in 2 minutes late, is the 1817 Avanti West Coast service from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston. And this is worked by 390010. Sounds healthy. Okay, then about ready to depart 4 minutes late is going to be the 1817 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Hop, hiss, and the wine. Cumbrian spirit.
The next train at platform 4 is the 1827 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at London.
As now coming in is 350-252, leading the 1819 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe, completely fully loaded. Again, this seems slightly strange that you're being put onto platform 5 and then being given the feather signal to continue onwards onto the fast line. 350-373 on the rear. You may as well have stuck it on platform 6, seeing as there's nothing to go past it. But what do I know? Okay, rolling in now is the 1827 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. A very gentle approach of 390-151. Okay, the departure now is the 1827 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. And then about ready to depart is also going to be the now late running 1827 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, as I believe up there is an Avanti West Coast service heading for Manchester Piccadilly, but I will double check that. Unknown soldier. And pulling in here will be 390 123. Okay, getting ready to depart, knocking on the door of 6 minutes late, is going to be the 1824 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. Next calling point will be Rugby.
Until 12:40 a.m. Tuesday, the 18th February.
You have no idea how many times I've heard that announcement this evening. Oh, there we are. I was about to say, are we going anywhere? Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a Avanti West Coast 805 running from London Euston to Wrexham General. (805-004) and 805-005. Okay, to Marston now is our final train of the day, the 1835 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, worked by 350 and 109 and one of her classmates.
The safety reasons listed.
350 405.
The train now approaching platform 4 does not stop here.
And as they continue onwards, I shall leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, I do get back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. Disappointed with this turnout, I'll be honest. There's normally a lot more freight to be seen, so hopefully next time I venture onto the West Coast Mainline there'll be a bit more freight to be seen. There usually is. That is an Avanti 805 running half an hour late from Chester to London Euston. It's the 1838 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street also turns up. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a bit more freight this evening. There normally is a decent amount of freight during my rush hour stays on the West Coast Mainline, but unfortunately this evening just seems to have been one of those rare occasions where it just doesn't pan out. But it's been enjoyable nevertheless. Cold, but still enjoyable. My next rush hour film is going to be from Stevenage on the East Coast Main Line. Now that's going to be wall-to-wall passenger traffic, but because you've got good variety, it makes it more enjoyable. Whereas sadly here on the West Coast Main Line, once you get beyond the freight coming through, and it is then just wall-to-wall 350s and 390s and the occasional 805/807 that makes an appearance. But, you know, it's still been good to get back into the groove nevertheless. So yes, next rush hour film is Stevenage on the East Coast Main Line. After that, I do not know. We'll have to wait and see. But until next time, from me here at Milton Keynes Central on the West Coast Main Line, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.